As a lash artist, one of the most important skills you need is knowing how to identify, prevent, and manage irritations and allergic reactions. While most clients will have a smooth experience, some may develop temporary discomfort or allergic reactions, even if they worn lash extensions for years without issues. Understanding how to handle these situations professionally without alarming the client is key to maintaining trust, safety, and professionalism in your lash studio. In this section, we will cover the most common post-application irritations and reactions, how to differentiate between irritation and an allergic reaction, what to do if a client experiences discomfort, preventative measures to minimize reactions, and when to recommend that a client see a doctor. Some mild discomforts after a lash appointment are normal and temporary. However, understanding the cause can help you prevent and correct them. Redness in the eyeball. This happens when the under eye pads are placed too high, causing irritation to the client's eyes during application. It can also occur if the client talks too much or is very expressive, causing their eyes to slightly open, exposing them to the adhesive fumes. The client's cheekbones push the under eye pads up, leading to irritation. To resolve this, first reassure the client that the redness should go away in a few hours. If irritation persists, rinse the eyes with water or apply lubricating eye drops to relieve discomfort. Be mindful of tape and pad placement to avoid direct contact with the eyeball. Clients who cannot fully close their eyes. Some clients naturally cannot fully close their eyes, allowing adhesive fumes to enter and cause redness or discomfort. To resolve this, use a special taping technique to gently keep their eyes closed throughout the application. Reduce exposure to adhesive fumes by ensuring good ventilation and using a handheld fan. I'm going to demonstrate now how to properly place your under eye pads. So first, go ahead and ask your client, can you please look up towards me? So as your client is looking up towards you, you want to come in and place them underneath their lower lashes. Hold it like this, and you pull in towards your lower lashes, push the lower lashes upward, and place your pad down. Now you can ask your client, please close, and that's how you place your under eye pad properly. By placing the under eye pads like this, you're going to avoid causing any discomfort to your client's eyes, as well as avoid irritation or that itchy sensation that some clients will complain about, as well as avoiding your client's eyes turning red. Now I'm going to demonstrate what not to do. When you come in and you just place the under eye pad over the lashes like this, you see how this is so high upward and this is like pushing out, and these lashes are just kind of pushed upward. You don't have a nice canvas. You're gonna have a difficult time lashing. So remember, the correct way is to put it like this, right under the natural bottom lashes, and making sure that this corner is not too high up like this, because that can cause discomfort for your client right here. So in situations like that where you notice it's a little too high, just lift it up a little and push it down. And same here with your inner corner. You want to be able to see your inner corner. You don't want to have your inner corners pushed up like this. So making sure that you have visibility of your inner corner is important. And it's key to making sure your canvas is prepped and set up nicely. I'm going to also give you another example of how to place under eye pads when a client has naturally long bottom lashes. Please go ahead and look up towards me. Let's say my client has really long bottom lashes. There's a lot of clients out there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my under eye pad and push the bottom lashes downward, but still a little bit underneath and not too high up to her eye. And you see how that's automatically pushing the natural lashes down? That's going to help you when you come in with your tapes and ensure you don't get any stickies when you're done with your service. Go ahead and close, please. So as you can see, I can still see my bottom lashes and I can still see all of this. This outer corner, I can still see them. I personally prefer only to do this technique when clients have long bottom lashes. So once your under eye pads are placed properly and your client feels no discomfort, remember, you always want to check in with them, asking them, how are you feeling? Everything's okay? To ensure that they're comfortable and they don't experience any discomfort. All right, now let's move on to our taping techniques. By placing the under eye pads correctly and making sure they're adjusted comfortably to your client's facial structure, not only are you going to avoid any irritation, any discomfort during the service, but you're going to help your client feel comfortable throughout the entire service. Now let's get into how to properly tape your client's eyes to avoid any discomfort and ensure their comfort throughout their whole service. Not only is it important for your canvas to be nicely prepped, but it is also crucial because this is how you're going to avoid those red eyes or those discomfort feelings that some clients are sometimes shy to speak up about. But remember, constantly check in with your clients and ask them, hey, does that feel okay? Please let me know if you feel any discomfort. I'm more than happy to adjust. Remember, I, as the artist, do not know what you feel, but you as the client can communicate with me what you feel. If this is already helping you, imagine what we can do working one-on-one together. I have mentorship spots open for beginners who want to get booked, build a brand, and feel confident about their work. The link to apply is in the description down below. Now let's begin our taping process. Grab your isolation tweezers. Look at the way I'm holding my tweezer. My pinky is out. I'm not using this for anything. I'm only using these 3 fingers to hold my tweezer and my thumb. I'm going to grab my tape at an angle right in the center, like this. Now I'm going to use this finger, which is my most gentle finger. I'm going to cup it a little bit over her forehead and pull ever so slightly upward. I'm taping with her eyes closed. And I'm going to pull like this. I'm not hurting her. And I'm going to grab my tape and come in and place it right there. Now I'm going to let go of the eye and use this finger to push the tape down. And my tweezer, I'm going to pull it outwards towards the side and finish taping everything. And so then now I'm going to lift it to ensure all my bottom lashes are nice and covered. As you can see here, there's still a lash that's sticking out that belongs at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this corner and I'm going to put it back in, tuck it in. You want to tuck them in. And press them. At this point, you can ask your client, how does that feel? Okay, perfect. Repeat the same process on the other side. So let me show you again. You grab your piece of tape. You come in with your tweezer from an angle, hold it like this. You don't want to hold it like this because you'll struggle. You want to hold it like this at a little angle. So remember, you're pulling your eye outward. You're not hurting your client. You're going to grab your tape and place it right there. With your tweezer, you're going to push down a little bit, let go of your eye, grab your finger and hold and press the tape downward and remove your tweezer. And now just dab to make sure that the tape is stuck there. And as you can see, my under eye pad placement is good. You check in with your client. Hey, how does that feel? It's good. So this feels okay? Okay. And once you ensure that it's okay with your client and your canvas is perfectly created, you're good to go. Okay, I like how that looks. I think it looks good. Now I'm going to move on to the other eye. Remember, it is extremely important the placement of your under eye pad and your tape for multiple reasons. Not only does it give you a perfect lashing canvas, but it also ensures your client's comfort. It is important that your client is 100% comfortable throughout her entire service. Not only is she laying there for hours, but what we want to avoid is the moment she opens her eyes, for her eyes to be irritated or have any redness underneath or inside of her iris or her eyeballs. That is the whole purpose as to why it's important to make sure your under eye pad and tapes are applied correctly. Adhesive fumes and eye sensitivity. The eye absorbs fumes just like the nose. If their eyes were slightly open, the fumes could cause redness and discomfort. To avoid reactions from adhesive fumes, fan the lashes thoroughly for at least 1 to 2 minutes after application to disperse fumes. If irritation occurs, use water to rinse the eyes and apply eye drops to soothe them. Mild itching can sometimes be a sign of early stage allergic reactions. Unlike a temporary irritation, allergies tend to worsen over time rather than improve. Here's a quick way to tell irritations from an allergic reaction. Irritation shows up right away and feels like mild redness or itching. It usually fades within a day or so. Assigning rinse or adjusting the tape can help, but an allergic reaction kicks in 24 to 48 hours later with intense itching, swelling, or burning, or all three. If this happens, remove the lashes immediately and seek medical help if needed. The main culprit behind allergic reactions is cyanoacrylate, which is found in all lash adhesives. Some clients may also be sensitive to carbon black, a common ingredient used to make black adhesives. If a client has a history of allergies, perform a patch test 24 to 48 hours before applying a full set of lashes. If a client messages about redness or itching after their appointment, stay calm and assess the level. Mild symptoms? Reassure them it's usually temporary. Recommend a saline rinse and remind them not to rub their eye. If symptoms persist or swelling kicks in, lash removal may be needed. And if it's severe, burning, or painful, remove the lashes immediately and refer them to a doctor. Prevention starts with proper hygiene. Always use fresh adhesive, keep your space well ventilated, and isolate lashes carefully. Cleanse the natural lashes before you start and use a fan to help clear any fumes. These small steps can make a big difference in your client's comfort. When clients mention irritation, don't panic. Educate with empathy. Try this. Some light itching is normal, especially after your first set. It should go away soon, but let me know if it gets worse. You're building trust by staying calm, clear, and reassuring. Learning how to handle irritation takes more than theory. In this part of the module, you'll dive into real case studies, quick quizzes, and hands-on simulations. By the end, you'll feel confident recognizing reactions and preventing them before they start. Handling irritations and client reactions calmly and professionally will help build trust and confidence in your services. By understanding the causes, solutions, and prevention methods, you can ensure that every client feels safe and well cared for. Stay calm, stay professional, and always prioritize client safety. I don't gatekeep in my mentorship program. I show you exactly how I got booked, built a brand, and turned this into my full-time income. If that is your goal, apply in the description down below.